Okay, here we are in training mode with Jam, and as you can see I'm rocking her best color palette, as it allows me to play Jam with the best combination of color that has ever graced the face of the earth. Under Svea Banir. Anyway, because this is intended for new players, I won't go through every button in great detail, but it's a short summary. So have 5p. Free frame normal. Really good for stoking repressure and as Abare if you know what you're doing. As you can see, it does not hit crouches, with some exceptions, and this means that you can use it for frame traps instead as well. 2p. 4 frame normal that goes into itself. Good tool for stuffing in Abare if you know what you're doing. 6p. Our universal anti-air. Hits twice, there's a gap in between those hits, has invul from knees and up. Also staggers on the first hit. As an anti, it's not that good, you're probably better off using parry. 5k. This is the god button, because it allows you to basically set up your pressure, because it's +2 on block. So memorize how to use this button, because it's really good. 2k. Links to itself and is a 5 frame normal, and on counter hit it leads to 6H, and it can also be used to low profile things, so it's also another good button to use, especially in some matchups. Now 6k. 6k is a 40 frame startup, has a lot of active frames, hits twice, can be used to beat wake up backdashes, but can be thrown if you do so. It can be jump cancelled, and that's the same with 5p, can also be jump cancel. And it forces standing on block, at least that's what it's supposed to say on Dustloop, but I don't see it that much. Now, it's not used that much in neutral as such. Now, close slash. This little lovely button is a 6 frame startup, which makes it really fast and has a lot of active frames. And it's really unmitigated, so as a combo starter this is great if you can get it. And it's also used to chase after backdashes. So if you think someone is going to backdash, you go deep and you go close slash. Now fast slash. One of your best poking tools in the game is also 6 frames, so it's really fast. Notice how her foot goes forward though. This means that the hurt box is actually pushed forward as well, which means that you're susceptible to sweeps by doing this, so be a bit careful about it. And on a counter hit you actually get a full combo, which is not what a lot of people can do. This is another of your main tools, together with 5k, fast slash, really good tool. 2s, also 6 frames, can beat out some low profiling moves because of the way it's so close to the ground. And it also shrinks her hurt box back, it disjoints it, so it's actually a really good poking tool as well. And it also staggers on counter hit. 5H. Multi-hit tool. And on the third hit down, it actually low profiles, so it can be used in some situations as an Oki tool. And that's pretty much what it's used for, really. It's used in combos or in some situations as an Oki tool. 6H. This is the Unga button. This is what people hate with Jam. Now, she leaves the ground a bit, which means that she has some invul on her foot, which means it's going to beat out some low attacks. And this can be led up into special moves. And on counter hit it leads into devastating combo potential. This is another of your main neutral tools because of the way it carries you forward. Don't get too accustomed to it though and spam it, because there is some risk with it. Now 2H. Fairly fast, I believe it's 11 frames, and it hits twice, and as you can tell it vacuums them closer to you. So if they don't know what they're doing, you can keep this up all day, because it's 0 on block. And as you notice, that risk gauge is just going to go up and up and up. And it can also be used as an anti-air tool in some situations. Now 2D, is a 6-frame sweep. It's really fast. And it has fairly long range. And you can also jump cancel from it. And this is one of her few ways to score a hard knockdown, outside of getting a carded knockdown. And it also low profiles. So 5k, fast slash, 6h, and 2d. And with some, these are your main tools in neutral on the ground. As for 5d, it's a dust. There's not much to say about it. Don't use it too much because it's not gonna work most of the time. Right then, so with that, let's move on to her jumping buttons.